yes. Ngiyaningelela ku-car radio. This is Nkocysa. I'm saying seize the day, the sport buzz. Namhlanje ke ku Thursday. The time is exactly 13:08. As you know, get into the show again. Namhlanje ngenzela ke with the news and obviously and also the scores again. I know some of the scores and was I'm going to broadcast because of the time on Tuesday, but namhlanje I'm going to be bringing on later in the show. But to get in today, sports news again, and ngizonqala ke nje ke I have results for you today. Ngiphathele ke i-tennis competition at Deliverance for men's competition. Singles ngizobe ngintshela ukuthi ke bekwenzakalani khona, and also I'm going to be bringing you later basketball. As you know ukuthi there is NBA going on, and also ke ngizobe sengilethela ke with the golf. I know ukuthi ke it's new to you golf, ngaye ngaqala nje ngaye ngayenza, and the competition are continuing and playing, and ngizobe ngilethela ke also the results also currently live ke manje ke golf. But again, so we can make my results and also bringing you the news and namhlanje topping up with the story from the arrested lady idlalela PSG soccer women. She was arrested after usawi investigation attack ama teammates akhe, but I'm going to bringing you the story later in the show, and also bringing you the news from sports. What is happening here in soccer, because we know there are a lot of things that are happening since we're taking international break. We soccer qualifiers for a World Cup Qatar 2022. We can't wait. We're anticipating to see who are going to be qualifying for this cup, for this event, this biggest event in the world, and also who is going to be winning after they play. And also I have a mix of news ngempela today loaded for soccer, because as you know since siyaguma qualifiers my teams engadlali, also there are things ezenzakalayo inside, and also I'm going to be bringing you historic Xavi Hernandez, the former Barcelona player who has been a manager for El Sad he's came back. He said I came back home, I missed home, and already we're gonna hear what are the things, what are the changes that you've done into a crumbling Barcelona that we knew as champions, but it's crumbling. There are threats ngempela now financially, and also the sponsors and all of that in the sports news namhlanje. And also as I promised as you know last time I faced some of the issues, some of the issues economic issues ngingaba now before, but again namhlanje ngibuyile. Every score ends up is going to be shown on your screens here on my left. And maybe before I go into the topping news maybe let me start and go into NBA because as we know kushubile NBA izinto azimile ngendlela as you're gonna see right now. As I'm bringing you into the screen, this is how the things went yesterday. We had to get 76ers against Milwaukee Bucks, of which Bucks they lost, they win against 76ers, of which banqamula stake sabo sokuwina. Now they are in 8 wins and 4 losses. 76, Philadelphia 76ers, and also Bucks when they're in their 5th win, 6 losses. Bayabuyisela izinto zabo njengendlela. Also Jazz, they played against the Hawks, featuring Jazz. They're also continuing their winning streak from 8 wins and 3 losses. And then again, as we continue, almost as we know there are other matches corner, especially from yesterday. This is how this is how other things are standing today after the matches at Dlala namhlanje. I know some of the matches are Dlala go 1:30 1 1 a.m. amanye adlale ngabo 4. So all the matches again namhlanje adlalile aphelile, and this is how the things are standing as you're watching in the screen. As I'm having here in the top like me now, you're gonna watch the scores. By the way, my Lakers, they've won and they're in a 7th win, 5 losses, doing 120 points in the game. We had to get a ground in Westbrook, Jordan, Davis, Anthony, no Anthony Beno Monk. So all these players, I'm saying them because he's one of the key players. Akona, and then you get Westbrook, as you know, the recently signed star, did 25 points, and also get Anthony Davis did 24 points. Abanye bese bayalandela ke Bradley no Anthony, bonke nje labo no Monk. Now doing a good job in the game. By the way, umuntu who's topped the charts is none other than Malik Monk, who did get 27 points in the game. As I'm looking at other matches, we know I just focus on those matches. And I know futhi nizofuna ngicommente ngematch yama Warriors. Yes, by the way, this club has Golden State Warriors. They have their star player, none other than the Warriors. Adlala ngempela, they're on their 10th win, 1 loss. They won 123 of 111 in the game. By the way, Wiggs scored 35 points in the game. Then Stephanie Curry, our main man, did 25 points in this game. Individually, he did get 34 minutes in the game. He did get only 5 rebounds, 6 assists. He did very well compared to Wiggs, who didn't do any assist, 4 rebounds and 35 points. This club is doing very good, and I'm looking towards which team is going to be challenging since they are on this stake of winning 10 games and 1 loss, which means they are threatening amateam amakhulu who are competing in also this match. Milwaukee Bucks Milwaukee Bucks won 112 of 100, doing their 6th win in 6 losses in the game. By the way, as you know, Anse-Crom for the guy from Nigeria, he's doing very well. He played a lot of minutes than others. He did 38 minutes, 8 assists, 15 rebounds, and 15 points. This guy is doing so good in the game, and again, I'm anticipating to see Uspatelini this year, and also seeing corner guards who did actually in this game 31 minutes and 23 points, 9 rebounds and 5 assists. These guys, you need to watch out for them because they were in last season's playoffs. They are doing very good. Kings are losing against the Spurs. Then again, my Pacers lost against some Nuggets, as you see there in the screen. As I'm coming back here and now, by the way, maybe I might not show you in the screens, but also Eastern izinto zishintshile number 1 sekwama Wizards, alandelwa lapha Bulls bese kuma Brooklyn Nets. Number 3, lapha sekhaya ngizwile there's a guy who told me, say, hey Mfethu, Brooklyn Nets is my team. I love Brooklyn Nets. I like the inspiration. And then 76ers Philadelphia on the 4th spot, and then I'm a hit on the 5th spot. Lapha Western izinto azishintshile. We still have Warriors in the top 10 wins, 1 loss, Jazz with 8 wins and 3 losses, and also we had Phoenix Suns 7 wins and 3 losses, Nuggets 7 wins, 4 losses, and then we have Mavericks on the 5th spot, 7 wins and 4 losses. Lakers are standing on the 7th spot. I know what's being updated. The Lakers fans, we have many Lakers fans. They're updating me, but Lakers are sitting on the 7th spot with 7 wins and 5 losses. Now again, you can comment down below in this video. It's either on YouTube or on Facebook. You can comment down below which team you want me to check for you, and all the results. Cricket kwadlalwa ke yonke i-league idlala i-T20 onke ama-game adlalile, and then now we have reached the semi-final spots of which ke uqale ke izolo iqale ke izolo ke umshikashika ngempela. This is how the things were standing. And from yesterday, we had England against New Zealand, as you see there on the screen. Yesterday, England did 166 runs and 4 wickets. Overs were 20, and then New Zealand won the game with the 5 wickets and 6 balls, which one they did 167 off of 5 wickets, 19 overs. 66 over yodwa. Then they finished everything, but greater. Then they automatically qualifies for the finals. And then again, today we have the semi-finals. Azodlala namhlanje azoqala ngo-4, of which is Pakistan against Australia. And then again, I know ukuthi uyazibuza ukuthi then when are the finals will be? The finals will be in the 10th of November, Wednesday. Yes, this is how the things will be standing. Yeah, I'm anticipating Sunday 14th rather. This is going to be finals at T20 with that board. But the finals will be in Sunday 14 November at Dubai. Ngiqhubeka with the sports bese ke namhlanje ngiyadlula sengiya ke with the competition golf, which is currently live right now as I'm going to be showing you how other things are standing. This is how the things are standing. I'm smiling because I'm seeing the flag of South Africa in the second spot. Also there's a second flag of South Africa which is in the top 10. So this is how the things are standing currently. As you see, maybe at the time the screenshots was taken, but currently right now Hansen is still sitting in the top and with -9, and Bonsme Bamstar or South Africa is sitting on the second spot with -7, and then Urose now number 3 was France is -7, Sullivan -7 second spot in Shutsi is number 5, then South Africa -6, Uti Fetchelt, then lapha uthi Flatwood naye kuno -6. The scores are as you see here in the screen. The game is live. By the way, what I like in the competition, they tell you idlala kuphi, they tell you how much is the prize. Just imagine one person today is gonna go with $1.2 million. Like $1.2 million is too much. If you calculate it in South African rands, I know maybe most say it's like 1 million and something. It may sound light, but it's so much. And the sports sports, as you know, sports have lots of money. And now I'm just going to be going to the headlines again, and I'm trying to get from Sky, from Sky Sports again. I'm trying to get BBC.com. But so Asian races has a freestyle game. England captain route, and I'm trying to get they mentioned they bring back this story. It seems like this year the story is so serious in such a way that every corner racism, there are measures that are taken, and there's also a similar story in soccer. This concerns racism as well. By the way, I don't believe racism, but I can explain racism. Is where like it's either you're black or you're white or you're Indian or you're Chinese, and that's being racist if you say something negative while you are in other race. So they're saying here, England Test captain Joe Root says the racism scandal is countryside. Issue has frustrated our game and torn lives apart. If you can relate, last time we had in soccer, we had the match against Hungary against England. There was also racist there, and then as I mentioned before, would say England, there's too much race, and I'm hoping they are taking a good matches and such stories of racism. And the captain while England is showing a frustration of this doing from his player teammate Uyoshir. So there's a lot that is happening. I just want the sport to be a place where everyone is enjoying it, and for beautiful game it is feels equal safe. Said captain Urutsi Mike, we need to educate, unify and reset. We are motivated laphana uyakhuluma because it's concerned to him, because now he's against racism, and it doesn't look good in Impela if your teammate is not doing so well. And this story is they go around the world and they cause you to kamalako as you continue in football. Gerald appointed as Aston Villa coach boss. Aston Villa last season was in the middle of the charts, and they did very well with their star player Jack Grealish, and then they sold him in Manchester City with 100 million euros. And then and then Arsenal started to crumble and started to crawl down in the table. But again, as the Arsenal after they sold it, there was a question why were they right if they sold Jack Grealish. But again, they're now signing the former Liverpool player or Steven Gerrard as their coach, who's been coaching Rangers in Scotland and is been doing very good. By the way, the Rangers is a team. It's just a normal team, say Scotland, and then there was a club, Ebitata Cup back to back, and then he was able with my firma Rangers after 9 years. The club Itata Ama Cup, and then was able to was a cup, and he's been doing very well. He's been challenging every club Ekona Lapana, so he's proving to be the manager that has management skills. Singakshi he was the legend in soccer, and he still has the name we Hall of Fame, and this guy is going to be doing very well. And then he poses some questions and challenges for people who are supporting Liverpool and the Liverpool people, of which the manager and all the people, the supporters, of which their star player is going to be coaching another team. But Gerald right to athathe challenge, and then uvumile ukuthi is going to be coaching Arsenal and Aston Villa rather. And we are hoping to see Aston Villa being changed as not the first club to sign the coach or the coach who's doing very good. After he went departure and become a manager, he's been so good, and I'm trusting him after his Aston Villa before it crumbles down to the league table. And we league by the way, there are lots of things. There's lots of sacking, and also there's a manager who's already sacked 30 of which that's why they want to employ Steven Gerrard. As I mentioned, you could see England, things are very tough. We soccer, this is how the things are standing. And I wish to be a manager, but looking at these challenges that people faces, there's lots of sacking. It means it's cause with a coach. They need to demand more. And there's a coach that I'm going to mention who did something that I never thought you can do as a manager, but he came with fire, and I'm hoping he's going to bring fire to the team that I'm not going to mention right now. I'm going to mention Masagi story late here in the show as I continue. Nice guys do win. Why losing a semi-final to New Zealand isn't all bad. Cricket. Arsenal puts 5 first, a stubborn coach in Women's Champions League. Champions League by the way, since we know we also have a limited time here on the car radio when it comes we are doing sports, we're doing what's on Tuesday and Thursday. I'm still going to bring the women league and also the results as I continue. let me just go into the major story touching women soccer, and it's a very horrible story to talk about, but I need to tell you and address here in the show. Amina Diallo, Paris Saint-Germain player, arrested as part of investigation into attack on teammates. The lady in question odlalela PSG or Paris Saint-Germain uboshiwe ngenxa ukuthi-ke usolakala ukuthi-ke u-assaulta abadlali ama-teammates akhe. I don't know ukuthi what happened to the lady. I don't know the whole story. This lady is 26 years old, on my age. I know people on my age ukuthi kusuke kwenzakalani, but in the previous match abaphuma kuyona, they actually won 5-0. They actually won 4-0 against Real Madrid, Women's Champions League. I don't know what happened in the game. Maybe I should check out the videos and also see and analyze what really happened. But the lady Ngempela is in question. Is accused players, and the PSG and management, they are saying they are going to do they have to be safe, and they are promising they're going to make everyone safe here at because of this story. So as I continue, I know the story is they might be sad, and then they unsportsmen. I don't know if this lady is gonna come back, but let me quickly do like this before I continue. Yes, as I continue with the sports news baqhubeka lapha kwi-BBC Sports. By the way, ngoba sibukela ku-Facebook, just go uzobe ususilalela uyaqhubeka usilalele here on Car Radio. It's a 24/7 radio station that's broadcast to you different contents every day here from Monday to Sunday. Just listen to our show. Just go to Car Radio, and then just go to tune in, search Car Radio 1, and also go to Radio Box and search Car Radio. Also switch live 24/7, and also follow our page, like our page Car Radio on Facebook, and also subscribe in our YouTube channel go YouTube, and also put the notification bell so that you won't miss each and every video, and tell your friends corner here. As I continue, I know that there's this much ngithe ngisazokhuluma ngakho. The time is 13:33. I'm gonna try by all means to fit every story enginaso namhlanje, and also nginema results ke tennis ekade khona njengoba ngishilo ukuthi there are scores engakwazanga ukuthi ngiwalethe, but let me quickly finish this one ebese ngiyaqhubeka nazo. Zobe ngina ngizoqeda la ama headlines, and then ngalokho bese ngina kuma results of tennis. Then I go to soccer and discuss some of the issues and the things that are happening around the world. And then it continues how Villa Cash went from toy shop to Poland. And this is a story of a young man who's playing for Aston Villa. Again, it's Aston Villa. This guy, there was a guy there's this guy called Cash, and he's doing very well. And then Masangimbona here on BBC Sports, Sky Sports also as well. There's a story for him. There's covers for him. I'm so excited to see this. His story is so inspiring. I urge all the young people out there, and also those enthused people ngempela abathi bafuna ukuthi beqhubeke nempilo. This guy have done so much. And maybe let me just read for you to get bathini la ngestory sakhe. Matt Cash is on the brink of playing right back to Poland, to the country where he wasn't born, in position he didn't want to play. But unexpectedly turns a common theme for a player who went from selling toys window to rising the league top 2 to Premier League. His story is so inspiring. Even with ngabazali bakhe ukuthi there was a time where khona awadlalela khona iWycombe iLeague Champions 2 kwi-League 2 ke-England, and iWycombe after ke esukile kwiWycombe at a young age ke kuma 20s. I think maybe he was 20 during this time. Edlalela iWycombe, then he was contract yakhe yaphela kanjalo, and then he didn't have a team. And then abazali bakhe they said kuyena he has to find a regular job ukuthi asebenze ngempela hard like other people do. Base basho ukuthi they're gonna support him. But when the story continues abazali bakhe bathi any job that you want to do you can do, but ngempela mele usebenze just like other people. As you know, some other people they don't trust in sports. As I said, sports have lots of money. There's lots of money that you need to grab in sports, but only for those people who are enthused and they abane dream ngempela. And as I continue with the story, saying inspire kakhulu because this guy is in 20s, and then how did he climbed up from League 2 and from selling toys and up into the top. This guy abazali bakhe bathi bazomsupporta. I remember mabekhuluma kule story sakhe bathi he worked actually for 2 companies. Waqala a restaurant, and then wasebenzela ke inkampani le ema-toys, and then when he continues wasiyasho kodwa kubazali bakhe ukuthi realize lethi ukuthi but this is not what I want. Wasiyasho ukuthi uthanda ibhola ngempela. Abazali bakhe they bring him his story ukuthi ngempela kwibhola akwenza kahle, you need to work a regular job, but he continuing wanting to pursue his career in soccer. And then right now he is where he is. He worked hard. He played for the position he didn't want. He didn't know that he have to play, and he's currently selected for the squad for AMA World Cup qualifiers Poland. And I'm so proud of him. Ukuthi akwazi ukuma entweni yakhe, akwazi ukuma ekuthenini this is my dream, this is how I want to achieve my dream, but how I don't know how I can reach, but I'll climb until I get there, from League 2 until to English Premier League, top leagues in the world. He's going to be coached by the best former player at Liverpool, Steven Gerrard. He's achieved in Impela. I'm so proud. I bring this story so that I'll inspire other young people, other people who have dreams out there. It may not be soccer, it may not be sports, it may be something else, but you can pursue any career anywhere at any time. It doesn't matter what age you're in, it doesn't matter you have resources or not, but if Ngempela you love what you love, you want to achieve your dream, you can achieve it. Besides ukuthi obana baseduze wakho on how they feel about you going. As we continue with golf, but my club back with the banon after ending sync with the coach Cowell. As you know, ukuthi kuna competition in golf. I just showed you ukuthi their live scores. Imeshe ke isaqhubeka namanje, they're in the 72 par by the way. So this is how the things were stood. They were standing, and now let me quickly go to the results. The tennis ukuthi-ke izinto zazime kanjani. By the way, the competition is called okay, it's for men's. Okay. This is how the things were standing with tennis. Begon on finals on Sunday. Qala-ke kuma-semi-finals. This is how the things were standing. As you see, Zverev. We don't see him for the first time. Then again, we have Djokovic winning 2-1. And then kuma-final ke Djokovic ke no Medvedev. They played the final of which ke Djokovic udle komhlanganiso ngo 4-6, 6-3, 6-3. As you see, he's the champion, and he's one of the kind here in the world, and is well respected with golf. Now, let me go to the main news namhlanje ke, of which touches Xavi Hernandez. In soccer, this is how the things are standing from management downwards to the players, and they are also the player managers, and also AMA trainers, facilities, and all those things. So if you have a team in soccer, you are CEO of the club, there are people who are working under you, and also I didn't know that also a manager has people working under him, including training, the people who are training, the doctors, the trainers of the players. We have medical staff, and also the doctor of the club. So today in sports news, sport bars here on Car Radio, I bring you Barcelona. I know I've discussed Barcelona in the past months, and also a few weeks ago. I talked about Barcelona a lot. Why I talk about Barcelona is because it's one of the biggest clubs in the world and is well respected, but currently they are climbing down instead of climbing up in the table, and also they are crumbling and hiding, and they're just in the shadows right now. They're in deep debts, and they're also, the players are getting injuries, and other players have departures like Messi, and Aguero is going to be out in 3 months. He's not going to be playing, and Barcelona is not doing very good. The way they're sitting in the table is not exciting. Also, I heard that if Barcelona this season, they're not in the top 4, they're going to lose some of the sponsors of which make the team to run. Currently, Barcelona was under $500 million owing with debts. So imali abakwazi ukuthenga ngayo next year, by the way, is 11 million pounds, of which is money that you can't even buy a goalkeeper or stable for Barcelona, a big club like Barcelona. And maybe you can sign a free agent, and also you have to pay players as well. So Barcelona, by the way, in the last match they draw 3-3 against Celta Vigo, of which is a match Xavi abengasayini as the coach, who should have been there. So after badlali bezulu ukuthi uXavi usesayiniwe as a coach, I think there was lots of excitement and they did very well in the match. But after the second half, they allowed the Celta Vigo to cover the goals by lapha-ke uNolito and ipraise yayo lapha-ke captain yabo Celta Vigo. And by the way, so after Xavi came in, he found lots of things, and then he had lots of criticism of the previous manager. They are not 100% fit, all of the players. By the way, on the match with the Celta Vigo, 6 players were not in the field because of injuries, of not being 100%, and also as well during that game there were 3 players on injury. So that's tough for a manager who's coming to build a club. He's gonna find more than 9 players are out in the squad, and those people are one of the first 11 first choices for the club. They're all of them out, and calculating even Aguero out, it's a loss to the team, and they what do see adile nalaba asele nabo. By the way, izinto Barcelona or La Blaugrana or Camp Nou or New Camp and are going very well, and they are promising. And there is a comment from Iniesta Etige. He's trusting in the club. He's trusting that Xavi will change and bring back isithunzi sayo lapha Barcelona that is playing in Spain. And what has happened after ucoach sefikile uXavi after criticized staff uxoshe kudokotela waxosha i-physiotherapy waxosha nama-trainers wathi uzoqasha ama-trainers amasha kwi-physiotherapy and ku-doctor uzoqasha udokotela who's been for Barcelona for 25 years. He's gonna bring him back ngoba ke uthi akathembi kahle. And also khona imithetho ayishintshile uXavi ngingafika emthethweni ngisalapho uqashe 2 of his own asuka napho lapha kwi-El Sadd wathi ufuna ukuthi ahambe nabo. I know there's current situation ecishe ifane nala South Africa, of which involves amaZulu la coach Benny McCart, but I think I need to cover his story also as well some other time. But here engifuna ukumention ukuthi this manager is a very commanding manager. Maybe that's why lapha eQatar has been taking cabs. How commanding he is and how he wants to do things. And then he has a dream. Uyasho ukuthi there's lots to be done in Barcelona. There's lots of damage. Ayishile the previous coach Ronald Koeman, and then he needs to fix that problem. And then he also said kule mthetho ngishilo ukuthi khona imithetho ayibekile inventile for the club. Sathi abadlali they have to come 1.5 hour early, should 1 hour 30 minutes before training. They need to have breakfast ngalezo zikhathi, and then nakhona izinto ezoba for breakfast ukuthi kunema meal athile azodliwa during breakfast. This was new for me ukuthi coach can do all those things as well. Waseyathi abadlali abakwazi ukubuya ngo-12 emakubo. They need to come back at 10 before a game yangakusasa. They need to come back early. And also enye into ayishilo let me check ezinye izinto ayishilo uXavi ukuthi izokwenzeka in a club. Uthe unemthetho ukuthi if uphula eminye imithetho ayibekile, because there's a list of imithetho ayibekile. If uphula eminye imithetho, there will be penalties that will be paid in cash as a player, so that bezokwazi ukugcina imithetho. Maybe let me make example. Makuthiwa nje ngenza example kuthiwa i-training since iqala ngo-9 kuthiwa wena fika ngo8:30, and then wena kufike ngo8:45, then you're gonna be penalized 3,000 maybe in rents. Let me say in the team nami nje penalty or 3,000. Let's say you fika late, you need to pay that money ngempela. I don't know what's the mali yaphi. I think it goes to the club for many purposes ngempela. Maybe imthethe kanjalo abanye abantu mele beyifake because abanye abadlali I remember yesterday I'm in a team where we are building. There's 3 of us abadala, and we are building this team, and people abafiki ngesikhathi, and there are measures ngempela mele siyithathe ukuthi bekwazi nami ngisiki pattern lapha ku Xavi Hernandez ukuthi you need to penalize people ngempela, so that you can eliminate those things ukuthi umuntu abe comfortable ukuthi vele I'm a player of a club, they don't have a choice, but you need to ugcine yonke imithetho as well. Sisasemthethweni. Let me remind you ukuthi coronavirus is still there. Go get vaccinated so that you ukwazi ukungena endaweni ethile. Also as well, there are currently places here in South Africa and other places around the world ungasavumelekile ukungena without a vaccination certificate or ID or medical ID ngempela, because for the safety of other people, and safety of yourself and your family, and also the people odlala nabo in your club or the team, or noma ikuphi la ukhona in sports. Either you're playing boxing, you're playing rugby, you're playing soccer, playing cricket, golf, swimming, you need to protect other people by getting vaccinated. And there's you can check lots of videos in YouTube on the way they explain what is vaccine, why you need to get vaccinated, what does it do into the body, so that you can get vaccinated and see ukuthi ngempela ungavaleleki ama-opportunities ke, just like a guy engingamenshina ke uCash ke who's playing for Aston Villa, who's been climbing from nothing, who's been selling in the shop and to the one of the top players in English Premier League and well respected on his country, Holland. And also as well ke, since ke I'm still continuing here, F1 bese ngishilo last time. So shithi ke namhlanje ke my sports news namhlanje ngima kanje. I know I promised you ukuthi ke ngizoqhubeka with ezinye indaba, but ke looking at the time is 13:48. Sengimele ngiqede manje or rounding up. I'm also going to touch also history ke sa Messi as well has an issue. Actually, again on the issue, it's the managers from Argentina and Barcelona. Manager ke uLeonardo ke who's a manager for PSG ukhala ugxeka ke iArgentina ukuthi ke izodlalisa umdlali engakalulami because nabo bayamdinga futhi as well kwi-match ke ezobidlala e-Champions League qualifiers mase kubuya kwi-international break, and ugxeka ukuthi ke abakwazi ukuthatha umdlali abadlali babo abawu-2 of which ke uHerrera benawo Messi abangekho 100% fit, and then Argentina declared them 100% fit, of which ke kunommango. And ke I don't know ukuthi how things are done. Njengoba ngisho ukuthi there are things ezinye ezingisurprisele kwi-management that you can do, but ke umbango womdlali between the country and the club, I don't know ukuthi uhamba uzofike kuphi, but kunombango ngempela kwi-story sakhe kuMessi no Herrera ukuthi ke badlaliswa kanjani kuma qualifiers ke la bazobidlala khona neBrazil khona. Officially ama matches akhona ke ngizonilethela wona because most of the matches are playing today and also tomorrow amanye adlala and the weekend adlala. Ngizonilethela wona on Tuesday ukuthi ke adlale kanjani amanye ama match qualifiers. I know ukuthi there are some of the games amanye are live, I can't broadcast ukuthi ke kwenzakalani because there's lots and lots of matches akhona right now. And also ke wrapping up the show and ngithinte ke story ke a lady from PSG that also oseboshiwe ngenxa ukuthi ke assaulta ama teammates akhe, of which is not the right thing ngempela ongayenza as a human being. Singasho nje ukuthi as a sportsman or a sport person, but nje as a human being ukuthi assault abanye abantu, especially ohlala nabo odla nabo, that you spend every time every day uhlelo nabo, and then you assault them because in the story they also mentioned ukuthi ke khona nala khona kutholakala ukuthi ke one of the ladies ke uhudulwe abantu abayithobe begqoka ama mask. So sisibhlungu ngempela le story because the ladies are supposed to be the people ngempela abane dignity who respect one another, but the story ngempela it's disappointing and angithandi ukuqhubeka ngaso. And also ke sasizathinta ke neze basketball ukuthi into zakhona ziyaqhubeka. By the way, there was a story besithi ke uJames Harden no Kevin Durant shine the latest Brooklyn Nets. Quick game ama Brooklyn Nets ke they did very well because James Harden wins 17 points, 11 rebounds and 11 assists for in the game. So Kevin Durant again wins 30 points, 12 consecutive games, 20 plus more points, and njalo hlezi enza ama point out 20, and this guy is doing very well, very well. And also ngakhuluma ngestory ke sakhe lapha ke uMessi no Herrera umbango weArgentina and the PSG for a player ongekho fit, players that have ngekho fit, and also talked about ke uXavi Hernandez nama demands akhe lapha kwiBarcelona. I just can't wait to see Barcelona after international break. I have new things engifuna ukuthi ngiyibuke, and also now ngifuna ukuthi ukwazi ukuthi uyibuke. Aston Villa we have Steven Gerrard taking over, and nakhona sifuna ukubona ushintsho. Antonio Conte is currently building Tottenham Hotspur, and now we have Xavi who's managing a biggest club in the world, the well-respected Barcelona, who came with a new thing engazi ngiyibone sucking people, basha down in medical staff and everything, employ abantu abasha and employed trainers and everything. This guy is commanding. This guy is commanding. I like what's he done in the club. I can't wait to see how he's gonna play the first match again for with Barcelona. But he's looking promising, and I trust in him. All Barcelona fans, you should be excited. Things are going to change for you and for your club. As I continue, Singivala, the time is 13:53. Just go and follow us on our page on Facebook, like our page Car Radio. As now, you can find live videos there, and also another video our previous, and also the post eswenzayo, and also go to our YouTube channel Car Radio, subscribe on our YouTube channel, and put the notification bell so that you won't miss each and every stream that you do, like in this show. Tune in next time, same place, on every Tuesday and Thursday. On Tuesday, I do scores kakhulu, and then on Thursday I do news, and also amanye ama results asuke esalile every time from 12 to 2 ngisuke ngikhona la here on Car Radio live. Bese ke wenza njalo, and also follow myself Nkocysa under one name, Nkocysa Nxumalo, as Nkocysa Nxumalo on Facebook and also on Instagram. Like I said before with Twitter, I don't normally use Twitter, but follow me on Instagram and also go Facebook. Right now, ngoba ke sengiphuma, ngiphuma ke ngedwa, ngiphuma with the Queen of the Palace. Ngiphuma with Queen of the Palace. Ethi ke inkosi yamakhosi.